all these plugs in here, they was burnt. As you can see over here also. First thing, you want to cut the lights off, always. This one, these. So unscrew these, you have to use a not a Phillip head, a flathead. Get in there. Unscrew the wire. Save this for later. Same thing, get up in there, unloose it, it comes off. Get up in there, unloose it, it comes right up out of there. Now, the same wires I just took loose, which is these, the ones that's going down, I also need to take the white wire, which is the neutral wire, out of the ground area. This is one. I cut the breaker off of these, so they're dead. But also, I still want to be careful that I don't touch them, just for safety. I took that one off. This one, this two, right here. It looked like both of them went into the same one. Do not stick both of these in the same thing like that. Just go and give them these simple ones. I'm not sure if that causes any problem, but hey, why not? I'm gonna take the snips and I'm just gonna cut the wires off, so it won't be no more resistant wires hanging in. Got those cut. Now I'm gonna cut these so I can be able to put it from up under the house when I go up under it. And also snip these out so I can just pull it out of there. Check this out. I'm finna run the first wire up here to the breaker to this one. I'm gonna test it and make sure it comes on and work. Still being careful, making sure I don't touch anything. I'm gonna bend it down. I'm gonna bend it so it won't go nowhere. Can't tell you, it's enough. It's enough space so I can play around. I want to go to either side. Turn that right there. So I know I had this little piece on here. So now I'm gonna run this wire through here to the top. I'll run it out. Bend that too so it won't go nowhere. Now, I'm gonna grab a knife. I need to change the bit, but it'll work for right now. Cut this thing, cut the sleeve off of her. And one thing you always want to keep in mind, you see how I'm running my knife this way, but my hand is also that way, my other hand. I'm not gonna cut it because I'm not happy. If I drop it, I'm gonna stop it. But when I get too close, I'm gonna come up here, get my hands out the way of the knife, so I won't accidentally cut myself. It's a common mistake. Now take this off. Do the same thing down here. .20 amp breaker. I'm gonna put the black, which is the hot wire, in this slot right there, and I'm gonna tighten it down, tight as I can get it. You want to make sure it's tight. because you don't want it to spark or anything or be flickering. So just make sure this is tight. This is the beginning of everything. Okay, so now in order to put this up there, you see this clamp, you see this hook, and then you see this slat, and here's the slat on there. You want to put this clamp on here and push it into that slat. Make sure it's off. Hook it on there, and then I'm gonna slide this onto that slide. Now I'm finna work with these wires. These are the ground and the neutral. They are both going into this area, which is where the ground wire is. Okay, but I wanna make sure I put them separately, so I'm gonna put them at the top. I wanna do it in a row, so I'm just gonna put it at the top. So I'm gonna make sure how much space I have. I'm gonna cut it right there. I'm gonna cut both of those. I'm gonna put my ground wire on top. What I do usually with these is I bend the part that I know I'm gonna go in there, bend it, and just gonna grab it. So when I hit it, I can just go ahead and to make it easier on myself. I'm gonna put it in a second. Put it in there. Take my Phillip head. I keep saying Phillip, flat head. Take my flat head. Make sure this is tightened up too, so everything is good.
The neutral wire. Make sure it's tight up also.
Now, with this, you have to understand that one side is for hot and the other side, this is hot side and this is your neutral side. They most likely have a discoloration with the silver and the more of a goldish. Goldish is hot, silver is the neutral. And the ground goes down here where the green. So now I need to make sure, okay, you tighten up a screw this way. So when I put that on here, I don't want to put it on here. Let me give you an example. I don't want to put it on here this way with it bent. This way, because when I tighten it up, it might unravel it. So what I want to do is, I want to make sure that I do it this way. So when I tighten up, it closes more. Or you can just stick it in here. It's a hole, you can stick it in here. The whole thing like this. But I like to do mine on the side, so either or. See, when I grab mine on the side, it's a little latch right here that catches the wire. I'm gonna let it bend it right there. And I'll just train it up. I should have put it on the top one, because it's coming from the top. I'm gonna have to run out the bottom, but it's okay. So I'm gonna do this side the same way. I'm gonna put it at the bottom also, so both of them will be at the same shape. But I should have put it at the top since it's coming from the top, just to make it more safe. We done turned on the wire outside, so we have this live here, all the way here, but the breaker is off. So I'm gonna flick the breaker and make sure it's working down there. So I got the tester to make sure everything is right. These are the instructions to it if something is wrong. But if it's right, then we will have these two wires that pop up. Lights. These are two lights. Okay, so we don't have nothing. So we figured out the problem. What the problem is that terminal right there is having low voltage. So when we flick this on, when we look down here, we see we have a voltage down here, but it's saying open ground only because that ground is open. As soon as I connect that ground, which I can do it now, let me see what happens. You gotta make sure you don't touch that black wire, but I'm gonna touch it over here to this ground, and you see how it comes on. Now it's correct. So we know we're good. Hey, if you enjoy yourself, go like and subscribe to the channel, man, so I can continue the content, so I can show you ways on how to fix your house the cheap way, not the expensive way, cheap way. Man, we trying to save money. Gotta get some eggs and stuff.